I don't have the time to practice. What should I do? This is another big one that I get. It's probably within the top 5 of the most common asked questions I get. Either it is, I don't have enough time to practice, or I'm too busy, or I'm going to wait until I have time. I get all these variations. Let's address some of these. The first thing is, there will never come a time where you have time. It's your brain lying to you. Oh, next year I'll have more time. 6 months I'll have more time. Oh, I'll have more time when I graduate college. Oh, I'll have more time once my kids are out of school. You won't. Life will throw something else at you. And I've learned that because there are a lot of other things that I've wanted to do that I keep procrastinating and saying, oh, I don't have time. I'm realizing that I'm still the same place I was a year ago, and I still don't have more time. I'm still the same place I was 3 years ago, and I still don't have more time. That simply means this waiting for time thing, it doesn't come. You are the author of your time. Time is what you make it. And so if you find that learning piano by ear, learning gospel piano by ear is a desire of yours, a dream of yours, a passion of yours that has been lingering there for years, but you keep saying you don't have time, you just got to make time because it's not going to come. Now, I understand there might be periods in your life where you don't have time. Like for the next 2 months, I got to work on this, that, so I need to kind of put piano on the back burner. That's completely fine. Or I'm going through some health crisis, some health problems right now. I need to allow myself to recover, so I don't have the time. That's completely fine. I got 6 months left of college or this degree I'm working on or this new certification I'm working on, so I need to give that my 100% right now, so I don't have time. All of those things are valid reasons. There are times in my life too where I have to step away from piano to focus on another important thing. But if this becomes a perpetual thing that you just never have time because there's always something else more important, then you probably need to reevaluate your priorities, right? Priorities. You just got to make time. And the good news is I tell most folks, hey, if you can squeeze 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour a day, that's enough time. You don't need any more than that. You just need to make sure you're maximizing that time. And how you maximize that time? Once you sit at that piano and click go, you need to know exactly what you should be practicing, how you should be practicing it, and when to move on. So that when that hour is up, you can feel like you actually get something done, you're making progress, and you move on to whatever else you have to do. If you only have half hour a day, same thing. But you can't wait for this fictitious time in the future where you think you're going to have 3-4 hours a day. Most adults I know just don't have that time. So if you need to squeeze 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there throughout the day, you do that. The good news is those time will add up. Just imagine if you can squeeze 30 minutes a day for 6 months. That's hours and hours of practice. Somebody can do the math. I'm not going to do the math. But you can just squeeze 30 minutes a day for 6 months. That's a lot of practice time right there. So you don't need 3-4 hours a day because for most people, that day is never going to come, right? We just don't got that time. We got to go out there and make that money, right? Or you got your kids you got to take care of and all other stuff. So you make do with the time you have. And so for the folks who said they don't have the time, what you're really missing is consistency, right? And like I said, if you need to step away for a few weeks or a month, 2 here or there, you do that. But you got to get back on the train at some point. Do what you can when you can. Those little time that seems insignificant, it adds up and it makes a difference in the long term.